you could join me today. Today we're going to make a nice soft ginger cookie. It's easy to make. It's only got a few ingredients. Doesn't make a lot of them, so it's nice and fresh, and if you make a plate in the morning, I guarantee you, if anybody lives with you besides yourself, by supper time they'll be all gone. You'll be baking again. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with our ingredients. This is 2½ cups of gluten-free flour with xanthan gum. Remember your xanthan gum, very important. 1 cup of white sugar. We have 3 spices here. We have cinnamon, 1 teaspoon, ginger, 1 teaspoon, and ½ teaspoon of allspice. We have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a cup of melted margarine, 1/3 cup of molasses, and 1 egg. And that's all you need. Okay, we're going to mix our dry ingredients first. We're going to sift them all together like we do with the little sifter. This is the 2½ cups of gluten-free flour. This is our 1 cup of white sugar. I'm going to pour that right on top. Then I'm going to take my spices and I'm going to put them on top as well. Shake them out. Then I'm going to add the soda. And that's what I'm going to do for this recipe. Now I'm going to shake those together to get them into the bowl, get them all incorporated, get it ready for the wet ingredients. And that's all we need to do. Now sometimes the ginger stays a little lumpy, so I run my fingers over the bottom of the sieve to break it up. That's all there is to that. Now I'm going to take another bowl. I'm going to shove this off to the side a little bit. I'm going to take this bowl and I'm going to add the melted margarine. If you prefer, you can add butter if you don't want to use margarine, but to keep this a milk-free recipe, we decided today to use some margarine instead of butter. And it's also, if you have somebody who's following a vegetarian diet and doesn't want to use the dairy product, they can use this recipe as well and use a margarine for the cookies. There, and I'm going to scrape out my molasses that I've added, and then I'm going to put in the egg. And then I'm going to stir that all up. It's kind of hard to do because the molasses is thick and creamy, and the butter, or I should say the margarine in this case, the liquid margarine and the egg is quite hard to combine the two. Now I'm going to take these dry ingredients, I'm going to make a little hole in the center, and I'm going to add my liquid to the dry and then combine the two. It takes a little bit of time to do that. There we go. You can use a fork or a spoon, whatever you're comfortable with. Once you get it well mixed, you could use your hands if you like, but remember, wash your hands before you do this stuff. We're going to get into using our hands in a minute, so. Now I'm going to take my water glass and I'm going to flatten these cookies. You don't have to flatten them if you don't want to. I like to do that, so I'm just going to flatten them out a little bit. You could use a fork if you like. I don't want them to look like peanut butter cookies. They're similar color, but they certainly aren't similar flavor or texture. Some of them are a little weird because I shoved them off with my finger, but not too complicated. And you just flatten all your cookies, and then you're going to put them in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. And if you have a toaster oven, you can do them 6 at a time. Same thing, 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. Keep an eye on them because the margarine will make them burn quickly on the bottom. And now I'm going to put them in the oven, and then we'll have some delicious cookies, and hopefully by supper time today they'll be all gone. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. The recipe will be in the video description below, and any questions, please leave us a comment.